Everybody, welcome back. So as I alluded to in that last video, this is that Beretta. Um, this is A400. Is it A400? I have to look at it. A400 Extreme. Of course, this gun is unloaded, as you can tell. It is handled in a safe, controlled environment. Now, before I turn this video on, I did some partial disassembly on this. I'm going to walk you through that process. For starters, you notice that this butt pad was severely worn down. There's a good photo of it, or a good screenshot, video, whatever you want to call it. And my buddy's neighbor was needing this replaced. Now, there's some other work that he needed done on it, but suffice it to say, he had picked up a Browning A400 Extreme butt pad. Of course, that part number is listed here on the packaging. I will insert a photo of this so you guys will have it in case you ever need it, in case you ever need to replace yours. But by way of introduction, just to give you a little bit of an idea of how I started on this, I started with the butt pad, had to use a flashlight to get in there on one of those holes, and found out that this thing is actually put together with drywall screws. I highly doubt these are original. They could be, but it seems a little odd to me. For those of you that are interested, if yours actually has these, then it is a T20 driver, Torx 20 driver. So I took the butt pad off, and then I was able to look inside the pocket here, trying not to tilt this up because the whole stock will come off. I was able to look inside this pocket right here, and what was contained within there is a bolt that goes all the way through from the receiver, and it is held on by this lock washer, nylon lock nut, as well as this, if I don't drop it, this star lock washer. Now, for those of you that are interested, once again, the size on that is a 13 millimeter, and you can get at it with a non-deep well socket. I just have a wobble extension here just because it's the longest extension I had, and I was able to back that nut off and get that out. Now, the reason I did that, because there's no videos on YouTube showing the disassembly of this. At least I didn't see any when I first searched for it, so that's why I did this. To try to figure out, one, how this thing comes apart, and two, so you guys know how it comes apart, should you ever need to replace your kickoff pad or kickoff cover that covers this right here. So this is actually pretty easy to install. Let's get it the right way. Long end toward the top, and you'll just kind of widen it out, and then you'll just kind of push it down over here into place. Initially, it is not going to fit like you want it to. I have found out, let me grab a screwdriver. Reason being is because this does not want to tuck in behind here. I'm going to try to essentially get that started before we get too far on the installation of this. And I imagine once I get this on the rest of the stock and start tightening that nut down, it'll help to pull this all together, and this rubber should tuck in there a little better and, you know, basically fit like it's supposed to. And you'll notice when you have it sitting right, you'll notice that it'll kind of sit behind these ridges here, and that's how it's supposed to be. Obviously, I don't quite have it right. And it is a severe pain in the tail to get this cover down in here. I don't know why Beretta made that so hard. Probably because they never wanted us taking it apart. But I've got it mostly started, at least started enough where I think I can get this back in here. So it's pretty simple. You're just going to slide this back on your assembly. Oh, by the way, your front half will come off. Kind of get that lined up. that hole, or where that bolt passes through there. Now I'm going to have to do this off camera because I've got to get this little joker down in there on that bolt, which is, I have to do it with the shotgun straight up and down, otherwise I'll never get it on there. Thankfully this is magnetized to help me out a little bit. And then you can lay your shotgun back down and you can get that nut driver ready. I would recommend starting it by hand. You do not want to cross thread this. I would dare say you probably would not want to put a new bolt in here. I'm sure you can do it. You can kind of feel it when you get it started like it's supposed to be. If you have any doubts, make sure you check it. It looks like it started. Now we're going to go ahead and get our ratchet. See what I just did? I just pulled that stock back. It's very easy to do. And you're just going to start tightening. And it's going to take a while. And you're going to start seeing this pull together. Now I don't know what the torque specifications is on this. I don't have a clue. I don't have a Beretta owner's manual. I'm just going to get it good and tight. As tight as I care to without hopefully destroying it. Because the last thing I want to do is create more work for myself. Alright. So now that kickoff cover looks quite a bit better. It's not perfect, but it's covering it like it needs to. So that's a huge plus. That's what I wanted. And now we're going to take our new pad, we're going to put it in place. If you notice, it's exactly like the old one. I would highly recommend you start these screws ahead of time. Like I said, I don't know what your shotgun's going to come with. I just find a hard time believing that these are right, but we're going to put them back on here because it's what was on here. Should hold. I don't see why it wouldn't. So once again, or not once again, but your pointed portion is going to go that way. That's how it's going to fit. And you can just kind of hold it on there while you get these screws started. I would not recommend torquing. Well, before I get too far, I want to show you something real quick. Should you encounter a problem, this whole back plate looks like you can actually remove it. It's held in by 5 torque screws. I don't know if you can actually get this part or not, but it is indeed on here. So I would think that if you ended up stripping these parts out, that you could possibly replace this entire plate. You might have to order that directly from Beretta. I don't know if Midwest carries that particular part or not. They carry a lot of parts, but I don't know if they carry that part. So we're going to get this started. And as you cinch this up, it's going to pull that screw head down in here to where you can't even see it anymore, because on the back side of this here there is a fairly hard plastic plate, and as long as you don't, you know, go Magilla Gorilla on it, you should be able to cinch it up nice and tight without destroying it, pulling it through. You'll see it'll kind of suck it in, and then it'll pop right back out. and that'll hide your screw. And I just got off the screw. That's not good. There we go. I recommend you stay on the screw because it's sometimes hard to find it once it gets sucked up in there. And you'll start to feel tension. I would just get it relatively tight. Wouldn't go overkill on it because you are screwing plastic into plastic. And that's the last thing we want to do, is create more work for ourselves. Alright, there we have it. So this is how this shotgun was supposed to look, with that nice kickoff cover on both sides there, of course, and a nice brand new Beretta butt pad. So hopefully my buddy's neighbor will be all set to go to Canada on his bird hunt and have this, you know, in good working condition. I'm a little paranoid about that top screw. I have the feeling that it's on the verge of stripping out that plate. I just went relatively tight on it. I don't want to press my luck on that one. So anyway, for those of you that were or are interested, that's basically how you put that kickoff cover on, how you install it, as well as how you take and put a rubber butt pad on and a Browning A400 Extreme. Plenty more videos like this on the way. I just got to find the time to do them all. You guys know that same song and dance. Of course, I will insert a picture up here in the top left of the barcode of this rubber butt pad. And if you guys need a kickoff cover, make sure you head over to Midwest Gunworks. They do have them for the A400 Extremes. They're by no means sponsoring this video, and I am not sponsored by anyone. YouTube disclaimer. So, as always, want to thank you guys. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for everyone for your likes, your comments, your shares. It helps to grow this channel because, as you full well know, I'm a very small channel, and when you do content like this, it's not recommended as much. So your likes, your comments, your shares always help out with the YouTube algorithm more than I will ever know, and probably anyone else for that matter, except at YouTube. And you know, if you guys like all kinds of content like this, make sure you hit that bell notification, sign up for notifications anytime I do stuff like this, whether it's repairs, restorations, unboxings, etc., and you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. I'm trying to be a little bit more proactive so that I don't have so many dry spells of content. So anyway, that's what it is, or that's how it is. So once again, thanks everybody for watching, and until next time, you guys have a great day.